we're back, about to start this game up with this matchup between the Holly Springs Hawks and the Mustangs of Middle Creek. Like I said earlier, I'm Kevin Brunson. I'll be running play-by-play, and I'm joined here with Austin Council, who's on color tonight.
How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, I'm really excited about this game. Holly Springs is coming in the game 11-3 in conference, and Middle Creek only at 6-8. But I feel like they can certainly get the job done tonight. How about you?
Certainly after that the senior night opening, I think that really boosted their morale. I think they could certainly come back with the win.
Absolutely. You know, senior night's always a great motivator for any team. So we'll look for Middle Creek to get a good jump start and come out of the gates fired and hot tonight to play.
As they usually do.
As they usually do. You know, we saw last week that they came out and started real strong. And, you know, looking down there in the huddle, we see Vanessa Pitts is dressed out tonight. So, you know, I didn't hear her name called in the starting lineup, but she'll be down there for the game tonight, back in the game. And a quick scoring update already. We have the Holly Springs boys game already underway. It's 12-10 in favor of Holly Springs, so a close game over there in Holly Springs. We'll give you some updates at times when necessary. So the game is underway now as Holly Springs controls the ball off the tip. Holly Springs trying to pass it down low, but nothing going, as it's last touch by Middle Creek. And as we said, with the seniors, all four are starting tonight for the Mustangs. And there's Jasmine Shaw with a great block, playing defense there for Middle Creek. She's one of our seniors tonight, along with Lauren Cesare, Jessica McCoy, and Mary Johnston. And we've got Sydney Smith filling in the number 5 spot for the Mustangs tonight. Mid-range jumper, no good. Mary Johnson with the rebound. Looks for someone to pass. Finds Cesare as she settles the offense. Swings it to Johnson, looks to penetrate, looks in. Gets it to Smith, and a whistle blown. Looks like a charge will be called on Mary Johnson, her first of the game. So, you know, already no points on the board, but Middle Creek is definitely looking for their points down low, as they usually do.
Definitely really trying to break up Holly Springs' defense. You know, like we've seen in previous games before, they've really come out of the gate hard. And Holly Springs, and they're third in the Tri-9 already, so Middle Creek's really gonna have a tough time getting through Holly Springs offense. So we'll see what happens.
That's number 42, McLean, with post move on Sydney Smith, giving the Hawks a 2-0 lead here with about 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Screen put on by Smith. Jasmine Shaw looks for her, cutting. Pass is stolen by number 30. Who takes it all the way in for an easy layup. Middle Creek needs to defend that fast break a little better, but really nothing you could do there as the pass was tipped. And a foul is going to be called on Leslie, her first, as she just had a great steal, looking for another one, but unfortunately the whistle was blown. Mary Johnston will look to inbound for the Mustangs. She gets a long pass out to Cesare, who looks down low for McCoy. Nothing going. Great spin move to break the defense, and she steps on the line. Turnover by Middle Creek, giving the ball back to the Hawks. And we speak of this in every broadcast, but just turnovers, just can't have them. They're going to kill you.
It seems like there's a lot of them in every game, you know.
Well, hopefully tonight they can limit those. Holloway with a 3, no good. Jasmine Shaw running the point guard for Middle Creek tonight. So we'll probably see a lot of minutes from her. And a foul is going to be called on Holloway, as she tries to plead her case, but indeed it was a foul on her, so it was her first of the game. Johnson tries to post it to Smith, stolen by Jordan. She takes it in, and a foul will be called on number 20, Jasmine Shaw. She was looking for a good block there. Might have had a piece of the ball, but got her with the body before the shot. So Jordan will await 2 shots. The first shot is up and no good, as she hit just about every part of the rim except making it go in. So,
you know, those shots and the shots where it just, you know, goes in the rim but spins out, those are very disappointing shots.
Her second shot off back rim again, rebounded, loose ball corralled by Jordan. Gets it to Holloway. And a foul. Yes, indeed a foul called on Smith, as she kind of lost her balance there. So Jordan will inbound for the Hawks. Swinging at the Leslie. She puts up a mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Mary Johnson. Jasmine Shaw calling her play. She takes it all the way. Tries to get it to Smith. Pass no good. Out of bounds, Mustangs. Another turnover.
Another one. Another turnover. There are a lot of those in these games so far.
Holloway gets the ball. Down low to Leslie. Great post move by her. And Holloway for the Hawks is one of their big three-point shooters, so Middle Creek will have to look to defend that, as Jasmine Shaw looks for a 3, gets it blocked by Jordan, and last touch by the Hawks. Got some early substitutions here. Lauren Cesare and Jessica McCoy check out of the game, as Latham and Dewar check in for them. Talking about threes, Jasmine Shaw and Betsy Dewar and even Latham are big three-point shooters for our Mustangs.
It looks like it's going to be a long shot game for the Holly Springs and Middle Creek. You know, we have 3 separate big three-point shooters, 2 on the Mustangs and 1 on Holly Springs, and the one on Holly Springs has already taken a shot. So, you know, we're probably going to be looking for a lot of those threes tonight.
Well, Betsy really came out last game and proved her point on the three-point line. Jasmine Shaw casually with the ball. Her pass is stolen by Leslie, as she gets a pass up, and layup no good. Jasmine Shaw looking for a fast break, tries to take it all the way, puts up a runner, nothing but net. Great fast break from Jasmine Shaw, as she loves to do throughout the game. She will, if she gets a rebound, she'll just push up. Cross court to Holloway. She puts up a mid-range, no good. Ball out of bounds.
Holloway again with those long shots.
Some Mustangs with the ball now. Jasmine Shaw just trying to run some time down. Score now is 6-4 in favor of Holly Springs with 3 minutes left in the first. Sydney Smith hits a cutting Johnson, and a foul is going to be called on Holloway, her second of the night. Substitution for the Hawks. We've got Howard in for Holloway, as they will look to try to calm her down and get her off the foul chart. Latham gets it inbound from Johnson as she kicks it to Dorr. Looking to drive. She puts up a runner. Good as well. Almost the same shot that Shaw put up.
Right. We've been talking a lot about looking for three-point shooters, but you know, with Shaw making those fast breaks and Dorr also making a lot of those breaks, we're probably gonna look for a lot of runners too.
3 put up by Hoops. No hoop for her. So Middle Creek looks to run the fast break as a great pass from Dorr to Smith, getting an easy layup. So Leslie strangely running the point as she's one of the biggest on the court right now. Not really sure why she's out at point. Ball out of bounds as Jordan's shot went over the backboard. Middle Creek now has the lead 8-6 with about 2 minutes left in the first. Betsy Dorr cuts. Layup no good. Sydney Smith with a rebound and gets a great putback. Hoops gets the ball on the corner. Gets it to Leslie as she puts up a 3. No good. Rebounded by Hoops as she looks to push back out. Swing to Jordan. McLean looks to drive. Layup is good.
You know, that last 3 had to be Holly Springs', what, 3rd or 4th 3?
At least. Betsy Dorr gets it to Johnson for 3. No good. Loose ball. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Betsy Dorr. So Holly Springs will look to inbound now. Middle Creek still with a 2-point lead here in the last minute of the first. Leslie with the jump pass into McLean. She puts up an acrobatic shot and gets it to go. Wow, what a great shot by her. I mean, she kind of just threw it up and hoped for the best as Leslie takes it all the way in. A foul, and the bucket is good as Jasmine Shaw picks up the foul. And Holly Springs takes a 2-point lead now with 37 seconds left in the first quarter.
Already a very close game.
And that's what you want to see, though. I mean, you don't want to see a blowout. It's just a great game to watch when it's close like this.
A lot of anticipation, you know.
You know, only one team separates Holly Springs and Middle Creek in their standings, so they're pretty even teams out here tonight. As Leslie's free throw goes in and out, Jordan can't get the putback to go. 30 seconds left. Latham up to Shink, and she walks. She knows it too. She's real frustrated with herself after the whistle was blown, but she knew what she did. So next time down the court, she'll correct that. And you know, I was actually looking for her to shoot there, as
right.
She's proved to be one of the better shooters on the team.
As was I.
Some three-point arc passing, gets it down low, and a foul called. I believe foul was on number 5, Ashley Shink, her first. Hadia Howard on for 2 shots. First shot is good. Second shot up and good as well. Middle Creek looks to push. Ball is out of bounds by Jordan, giving the Mustangs a ball with 10 seconds left in the first, down by 4. Jump ball and possession arrow points to the Mustangs. So Now with 6 seconds, they'll look to get a quick shot off. Latham can't afford to hold the ball. She gets it down to Smith, puts it up with the time expiring in the first. Now we're going to take it down to Kelsey Barbario with sideline.
The Holly Springs Middle Creek JV game earlier this evening was very close, and it's looking like the girls' varsity will be the same. Holly Springs and Middle Creek tend to be very competitive with one another, making this a very interesting game to watch. Back to you.
Thank you, Kelsey. Yeah, you know, Middle Creek as well as Holly Springs coming out strong in the first quarter. That's great from both teams. That's really what you want to see in a game.
Right, and it's usually what we always see, you know, when they always come out of the gate, whether it be in the beginning of each quarter or the beginning of the second half, they always come out of the gate strong, and that's what I really like to see.
Yeah, it's just such a great thing to see, you know, especially from Middle Creek, as it is senior night, so they're already fired up, and they have definitely proved to use their enthusiasm in the game already. So they'll look to continue that enthusiasm in the second quarter.
Yeah, hopefully it'll help them break Holly Springs' hard defense they played in that first quarter.
Some great block shots by them. So, you know, we've seen the offense of Holly Springs really hoping for that three-point shot. Mustangs not so much, as they've been working it down low for their points. Hoops with the ball, giving it to Leslie. Swings it to Jordan. Jordan back to Leslie, looks down low, nothing going. Middle Creek's in a 2-3 defense as McLean looks to drive, kicks out to Leslie, shoots a three, no good. Rebounded by Vanessa Pitts. It's great to see her back in the lineup, as she's been out for a good 2 weeks. She's definitely been missed with all the rebounds that are needed for the Mustangs. Shink gets it to Pittman. Pittman to Pitts, cutting. She's guarded heavily and gets a travel called on her. So Holly Springs kind of outmatched by height, so they, you know, it was kind of a quadruple team there in the paint, as Pitts couldn't get anybody to pass to.
You know, maybe Coach Petty was thinking, you know, better height, you know, better score. You know, like maybe he was thinking something around those lines.
Three put up by Hoops, no good. Latham to Shink. She looks down low for Dorr. Pass tipped out to Pitts, no good. Latham with the rebound, puts up a reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Leslie. And a foul called on Shink. Looks like she got all ball from up here, but the refs seem to think otherwise.
She looks very disappointed with that call.
Jordan on for 2 shots. First shot is off front rim, no good. Number 21, Howard, checks into the game for the Hawks. Second shot is good, extending Holly Springs' lead to 5 now. Betsy Dorr looking for Justice White down low. Some great defense put on by the Hawks, as we just said earlier. Dorr back to Pitts. She finds Latham on the wing. Decides not to shoot. Pitts puts up a mid-range, and it's good. Leslie with some fancy moves put on Dorr. She gets it down low to Howard. Loose ball corralled by Jordan as McLean. And a very, very hard fall by Pitts. That's definitely not what you want to see. She just got off an injury, so you don't want to re-injure her, as she looks to be grabbing her elbow down there.
That was a hard fall, you know, a big fake by McLean.
And as you see there, we've got our Mustang boys team up on Holly Springs 21-18. So once again, a very close game over there. We'll keep you posted on that. As Middle Creek breaks their huddle, Vanessa Pitts still in the game. You know, unfortunately, they called a foul on her, as she really couldn't do anything, as McLean pump faked and Pitts went up. But I mean, there's really nothing you could do there. And
Yeah,
she took a really hard fall.
Ref's decision, so you know, what can you do?
McLean's first shot of the 1-and-1, no good. Middle Creek down 3 with about 5.5 left to go in the first half of play. Betsy Dorr puts up a shot, no good. Last touch by Justice White. Holly Springs ball. Kiera Leslie gets it to Jordan. Back out to Hoops. Finds Leslie in the corner. Long pass to Jordan. Gets Leslie cutting. Great defense by Pitts, denying that pass. As Leslie thought about the 3, gets it to Jordan, who does take the 3, no good. Rebounded by Betsy Dorr. Mustangs look to push as Latham slows it up. Finds Betsy Dorr on the wing. Screen put on by Pitts. Stolen by Leslie. And a foul is called on Pitts. Maybe a good foul. We'll wait to find out if Leslie can knock down both shots. And it always proves to be a good foul if she can go 1 for 2. Her first shot is no good, so it does prove to be a good foul, but kind of a costly foul for Pitts, as she's going to check out. Middle Creek still down 3 with 4.5 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Leslie's second shot is good, extending the Hawks' lead to 4 now. Loose ball, stolen by Leslie as she looks to push. Good defense by Betsy Dorr. She knocks it away from behind without getting a foul called, so great defense by her. Jordan looks to inbound, gets it out to Leslie. Back to Jordan, finds McLean cutting, and a kick ball called on Betsy Dorr. But once again, great defense by her. A Tri-9 update for you. Apex is leading Fuquay 47-16 at the half. That's the boys varsity over at Fuquay tonight. And the Middle Creek has Apex on Friday, so you know, we see them racking up some points on Fuquay. But we'll look to have that game as it's our guys' senior night on Friday. A loose ball. Sydney Smith gets it to Justice White, as she gets a great pass to Sydney Smith. Post move proves to get her a score there.
A lot of good ball control.
As they close the lead now to 2. Hoops gets it to Howard. Double teamed. Back out to Hoops. Jordan with the ball now. Holly Springs really can't break the 2-3 defense by Middle Creek, so definitely a great defense put on by the Mustangs. There's a lot of passing by Holly Springs and a steal called for Betsy Dorr. As she looked to drive but pulled back out to set up the offense. Jasmine Shaw calls her play out. Betsy Dorr cuts, opening up a lane for Shaw. As she puts it down low, and a foul is going to be called on McLean. Mary Johnson on to inbound now. And a 5 seconds called on her. So once again, another turnover. That makes 5 for the Mustangs in the first half. So definitely they need to limit those if they want to keep putting points on the board.
And it's like we've seen with previous games. There's always a lot of turnovers, and it usually ends up hurting a team.
Ball out of bounds, last touch by Mary Johnston. Keeping the ball with the Hawks. Jasmine Shaw gets a jump ball called. Great awareness by her as McLean was double teamed. Possession arrow points to the Mustangs. Jasmine Shaw now looks for somebody to pass. She pulls up for a mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Hoops. And she's going to be fouled as she was double teamed by Johnson and White. Foul's going to be called on number 3, Justice White. Just a little reminder about Rayshawn King and his Rudy Award. You can still go on the website for the Rudy Award and vote for. Oh, never mind. It's over. Rayshawn comes away with the runner-up on the video award, and gets a runner-up also for his personal award. So that's a great accomplishment by him and our Middle Creek Digital Media Department. So now with a minute and 44 seconds left in the first half play, Holly Springs still up 2, make it 3 as Leslie knocks down a free throw. Second shot, good as well, putting the Hawks up 4. Courtney Latham settles the offense. Gets it to Betsy Dorr. Foul called on number 11, Kayla Jordan. Mary Johnson on to inbound for the Mustangs. Gets it to Latham, puts up a 3, and it's good. And she had a foot on the line, so it's only going to be a 2 for the Mustangs. But still, it cuts the Hawks' lead to 1. Holloway back in the game. Gets it to Hoops. Back to Jordan. Holloway puts up a 3. Air ball. Saved by Hoops. But Cesare with some great hands catches the inbound. Leslie looks for a layup. Finger roll is good. Betsy Dorr looks for Mary Johnson down low and gets the bucket to go. Here in the closing seconds, Middle Creek down by 2. As McLean puts up a shot, no good. Mary Johnson with the rebound. Gets it to Latham as they will look for the last shot of the half. Latham gets it to Dewar. She puts up a runner, no good. Loose ball. Leslie puts up a half-court shot, no good. Going into the half, Middle Creek down by 2. We're going to cut it down to Kelsey Barbario with some halftime stats.
Action between the teams really heated up in the second quarter as Middle Creek's number 40, Vanessa, suffered from a full body slam. The scoring has remained very close. The second half should be just as interesting. Back to you.
Thanks, Kelsey. And we're going to take a break here on the sports block as we'll be right back with some halftime wrap-ups. we're back, about to start off the second half here with Holly Springs up 20-18 over the Mustangs. I'm going to kick it to Austin Council with some halftime stats.
All right, Kevin. Well, we've seen a lot of good defense by Holly Springs, but also a lot of good offense from Middle Creek. Apparently, there has been so many steals from Holly Springs. I've seen a lot of turnovers, fast breaks, but mostly steals. Middle Creek's always trying to get in between Holly Springs defense. They're not really going for as many threes as Holly Springs, but they're really trying to get up under the basket. But Holly Springs just keeps stealing the ball, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and most of the offensive drives put on by Middle Creek are to look down low and get their points that way. But like you said, Holly Springs just playing great defense and not allowing those passes to get in. So Middle Creek will have to try a different approach in the second half to rack up some points. Holly Springs will start off now with the ball, as Hoops and Jordan play a little pitch and catch. And a steal by Johnston. Long pass to Cesare, who kicks it. Never mind, it's stolen by...
Again,
go ahead.
Again, those steals like I was talking about.
Jordan with the ball now, gets it to Holloway. Holloway looks to drive, nothing going, as she's guarded by Jasmine Shaw. Holloway with the ball once again, gets it to Jordan, down low to Leslie. Hoops in the corner for three, no good. Rebounded by Cesare, as she takes the ball herself. And now in the fourth quarter of the Middle Creek Holly Springs boys game, we've got Middle Creek 29 and Holly Springs 33. So a 4-point deficit for the Mustangs. Still just a great game over there. Leslie's first shot is good. Second shot is no good. Rebounded by McCoy, who finds Cesare wide open as she's going to run it up the court. Stolen by the Hawks. Leslie looks to push up the floor. Pass is off the mark. Another turnover. Jasmine Shaw running the point guard. Stolen again by Holly Springs, and foul is called on number 15. I believe Sydney Smith with a foul stopping play. Once again, that 2-3 defense by Middle Creek has proved to be a challenge for the Holly Springs offense to break through. Holloway gets it to Leslie, back out to Hoops. Holloway with a 2, nothing but net. Courtney Latham with the ball here. Tries to find Betsy Dorr cutting, nothing going. Vanessa Pitts out of her comfort zone with handling the ball. Jasmine Shaw now looks for something going in the offense.
Again, a lot of hard defense from Holly Springs that we saw in the first half.
And they just came up with a steal as Jordan goes in for a layup, blocked by Jasmine Shaw. Last touched by her, so Holly Springs will keep the ball. And Coach Petty takes a timeout for the Mustangs.
You know, we're seeing a lot of things we saw in the first half. You know, a lot of steals, a lot of turnovers, and a lot of good defense by Holly Springs. So it's really up to Middle Creek to, you know, break their defense, go for the offense, and, you know, get under the net to make those twos.
And that's what I feel like Coach Petty took a timeout for, was to organize their offense a little better now, seeing that Holly Springs has come out with big steals and playing great defense. So Middle Creek just needs to stay disciplined and continue what they've been doing all season. Holly Springs has the ball now. Looking to inbound. Holloway pump fakes on Betsy. She brings it back out for Jordan. Finds Hoops in the corner. Gets it to McLean. Loose ball. And a jump ball tie up by Jasmine Shaw. Possession arrow pointing to the Mustangs. Courtney Latham bringing it up the floor for the Mustangs. Gets it down low to Pitts. She puts up a good layup. That's just what Coach Petty wanted to see. As Holloway with a long pass to Hoops. And Betsy Dorr finds Latham, who looked to be fouled in the process, but no call. And the ball is turned over again by Holly Springs. So Middle Creek will keep the ball, and Latham just absolutely got hacked on that shot. Maybe got hit in the face too, because she's grabbing her nose, but no call. So, I mean, there was a ref standing right there. I'm not sure why they didn't blow the whistle.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's their call, and, you know, what they see or don't see, it's disappointing when they make those calls, you know, especially coming from Middle Creek.
And a double dribble is called on Jasmine Shaw. Jordan gets it to Leslie. Down low to Howard. Jordan cuts. A foul. Foul called on Pitts. And Jordan gets the bucket to go and one.
Middle Creek really letting Holly Springs get those free throws up.
Courtney Latham now gets it to Jasmine Shaw as she looks to take it the whole length. Finds Pittman in the post, and she gets fouled. And she'll take on 2 shots here for the Mustangs. Middle Creek down by 5 with about 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Pittman's first shot is good, cutting Holly Springs' lead to 4 now. With this shot, Pittman can cut it to 3. Shot no good. Rebounded by Leslie. She looks way up court, intercepted by Shaw. And she goes to work at what she does best. And foul's going to be called on Leslie once again. As Jasmine Shaw, she just loves to see open court. And she just uses her speed to rush down the court and get that layup.
And that, that's the second time Middle Creek has done that. They've experienced an open court and got the ball down there, but it's been blocked by Holly Springs every time.
Shaw's first shot is up and good. And there's that sound of the net again.
Just we love that sound.
Always love to hear that sound. Second shot is in and out. As Jordan gets it on the wing. Great defense put on Betsy Dorr. As a lob pass goes to Holloway. Jordan looks to drive. Johnson defending her. She goes in, stuffed by Shaw. Great block by her. As she almost gets it stolen away by Jordan. And Shaw's gonna put up a runner. And a charge is gonna be called on Jasmine Shaw. Everyone thought she was gonna have the and one, but she got a charge called on her. She's kind of laughing about it. Not really the best call because she was in the air. So
I mean, she got the points.
She
got the points, and that's what matters.
Holloway has the ball in the wing, guarded by Betsy Dorr. She gets it back out to Jordan, who looks for a friend to pass to. Jordan looks to drive, puts up a mid-range jumper, no good, rebounded by Mary Johnston. Latham with a lob pass to Dorr. She pulls it back out, setting up the offense. Screen by Johnson. Courtney Latham. Loose ball. Last touch by Holly Springs. That was Holloway defending Latham, knocking the ball away from her. Mary Johnson inbounds to Betsy Dorr. She's guarded by Leslie. Pittman finds Dorr. Three is off the mark. Jump ball. Possession arrow points to the Hawks. Now with about 2 minutes left in the third quarter, Middle Creek is still down by 3 as Holly Springs leads 25-22 over the Mustangs. Jordan finds Hoops wide open. Back to Jordan. Howard in the corner. Jordan thought about pulling up for 3, but nothing going. And a foul is going to be called on Justice White. Holly Springs will look to inbounds. McLean gets it. Pulls up. Shot no good. Loose ball. Corralled by Johnston. As she hands it off to Betsy Dorr, looking for something to go in the offenses. And not a lot of scoring has been going on in this quarter. Only 5 points for the Hawks and 4 for the Mustangs. Latham looks to drive, gets it to Pittman, and a foul is going to be called on Jordan. Kimmy Pittman will await 2 shots now. Pittman's first shot is no good. as some substitutions are being made for the Hawks. Pittman awaits her second shot as it's up and good. Now cutting the lead to 2 for the Hawks. Holloway. Loose ball, Betsy Dorr with a good steal. Now Middle Creek can look to tie or push up by 1 here on this offensive drive. As another loose ball. Courtney Latham gets it. Strong pass intercepted by Leslie as she goes down. And a turnover. Good defense by Justice White as the ball was last touched by Leslie. So now with 25 seconds left, Middle Creek can work for the last shot of the quarter. Only down by 2, so nothing's out of reach for them.
Probably looking to get up under the net.
And Latham finds Dorr, who gets it to Johnson. Strong shot. Dorr gets the ball back out. Her shot's good. Tying the game up at 25 as the buzzer goes off at the end of the 3rd quarter. Betsy Dorr's big shot ties the game, and we're going to take it down to Kelsey Barbario.
The scores have remained very close throughout the entire game. Middle Creek's Kimmy Pittman, number 32, says that they need to play up their offense to get their score up. With all of the injuries, the players have certainly had a lot to work through. Back to you.
Thank you. You know, Betsy's, I saw her running off the court. Definitely excited about that. You know, great ball movement by the Mustangs. That's always going to open up a big shot, and it did as Betsy Dorr knocked down a great mid-range jumper to tie the game at 25.
You know, Middle Creek has always played smart. You know, when they can't get up under the net for those 2s, they always look for those big three-point shooters to make those 3s, and that's what, you know, Betsy Dorr did. She made, you know, a mid-range shot and tied up the game. So
yeah, you always want to get it to a shooter in that time of need with you know, the clock's winding down by 2. It's kind of a 4th quarter scenario, but that's how you have to play it. Is you need points, so you're gonna give it to your star player in Betsy Dorr, who definitely has proved. She's only a junior, so she'll be back next year, which is great to see from her. She's a great talent for the Mustangs, as she just proved herself right there. Loose ball. Perry handles that, getting it to Jordan. Howard dumps it down to McLean, and she puts up a good post shot, putting the Hawks up by 2 once again. And Courtney Latham gets called for the travel, as that's just a mental error there, as she was looking for a pass but could not get the pass off, and she gets called for the walk. Hoops gets the ball back out to Jordan. Good defense by Latham. Ball tipped by Pitts. Jordan puts up a 3, no good. Rebound by White, and she steps on the line. Turnover. Giving the ball back to the Hawks. Jasmine Shaw is going to check back into the game for Justice White, as she gets a good round of applause. McLean kicks it back out to Howard, as Shaw with a good takeaway, but steps on the line. You just got to know where you are on the court. She had great defense to steal the ball, but stepped on that line and gave the ball right back to the Hawks. Leslie's pestered by Latham. And the ball's last touch by the Mustangs once again, so the Hawks will retain the ball with a 2-point lead. Jordan has the ball for the Hawks. Getting it to Leslie. Back to Jordan. Finds Perry in the corner. Jordan looks to drive. Steal by Shaw. As she looks up, finds Pitts, who can't handle the pass. She saves it. Shaw saves it, diving into the bench. McLean, and she's going to be fouled by Betsy Dorr as she gets the bucket to go. Not what the Mustangs wanted right there, as they had some great defense and offense on that last series, and unfortunately getting the foul with McLean knocking down the layup. So she will take on one shot, looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. Shot is good. With that, it gives the Hawks a 5-point lead with 6.5 minutes left in the game. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Leslie. Middle Creek will inbound the ball. As Middle Creek setting up their inbound play. Betsy Dorr gets it to Shaw, and exactly how it was drawn up. That's a great inbound play as Jasmine Shaw cut to the basket and Betsy just found her. And a foul is going to be called on number 15, Sydney Smith, as she just stripped the ball away. Not sure what the foul was. And with that call, it gets a uproar from the crowd. Jordan with 2 shots. First shot is good, getting the shooter's touch to go. And Mary Johnson's going to check in for Sydney Smith as she's racking up the fouls now. She needs to watch those. Jordan's second shot is good as well. Shaw with a long pass to Latham. Finds Johnson cutting, loose ball. Pitts gets it, no good. She gets her own rebound and a jump ball. Possession arrow points to the Hawks. So an unfortunate break for the Mustangs as they had a great drive going but could not get any points off of it. Leslie to McLean, kicks it out to Jordan. 3 is no good, and a foul called on Howard. Middle Creek will inbound with 5 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the game. Holly Springs leads 32 to Middle Creek's 27. Last touch by Holly Springs. Middle Creek retains the ball. Latham trapped in the corner, loose ball. Holloway gets it, looks to break the fast break. Holloway with a 3, no good. Last touch by Howard. Maybe a little makeup call by the refs as McLean took about too many steps there, and she walked, but no call. Holloway will check out of the game for the Hawks. Jasmine Shaw sets up the offense, getting it to Latham. Over to Dorr as she's going to be double teamed. Ball tipped. Goes right to Latham. Jasmine Shaw with the pump fake. Loose ball. And a foul is going to be called on Jasmine Shaw as her and McLean collide there. And Shaw's going to check out of the game. Ashley Shink checks in for her. And a 30-second timeout will be taken by the Mustangs.
You know, I'm beginning to notice a plethora of steals from Holly Springs. You know, they've been, you know, really trying to gain the ball from Middle Creek and try and gain their lead over them.
And that's probably going to be the deciding factor, is the steal to turnover ratio for both teams. You know, it's only a 5-point deficit for the Mustangs, so nothing's out of reach right now. Still with 5 minutes, a lot of basketball left.
You know, we talked about last game that, you know, even though they're down, we have 5 minutes left in this game. You know, anything could happen.
I mean, even with 30 seconds left, down by 5, anything can happen. So don't turn your computers off just yet. There's a lot of basketball left. So Middle Creek will run the full court press. And looks like the ref is looking for the official stat on team fouls. So Middle Creek is over 7 now. And McLean will go to the line for 1 and 1. Her first shot is good. Pushing the lead now to 6 for the Hawks. McLean's second shot is good as well. Latham gets it to Doer, who's quickly double teamed. She breaks it. On to Shink, gets it down low to Pitts. Nice post move by her. Steal by Latham, blocked by Leslie. As Latham looks for another steal. But it's out of bounds on Latham. Just great defense by her, getting a steal, getting it blocked, and then having the composure to come back and create another turn or another steal. But it did go out of bounds, so the ball will stay with the Hawks, as you see. Howard gets it out to Hoops. Leslie's going to be trapped in the corner. Hoops looks for the 3-0 as McLean's double teamed by Pitts. And she's going to be fouled by Pitts as she had her hands straight up, and a late whistle. So McLean will take on 1 and 1 again. And that's Pitt's 4th foul. So Petty will look to get a substitution in for her, as she cannot afford the 5th. And the first shot of the 1 and 1 is good by McLean. Second shot good as well. Latham in the offense trying to get something going. Betsy Doer trips but gets the ball back out to Latham, who kicks it back to Doer. Long court pass to Shink. Stolen by Leslie. And a layup is good, as Middle Creek just needs to get back and defend that without getting a foul, because they can't afford any more fouls. And a timeout is going to be called by the Mustangs, as you know, just nothing really going for the offense right now. They need to get something going, as the time's kind of ticking away now, with 3.5 minutes left.
Really putting a lot of pressure on Middle Creek. You know, they're down by 9 right now with, you know, a little over 3.5 minutes left. So, you know, like we said before, anything can happen, but Middle Creek really needs to step it up if they want to, you know, gain a lead.
Yeah, the opportunities are there. Just the poor passes down low. It's just such a hard thing to do with both teams running a 2-3 defense. You've got 3 defenders stacked down low, so it's definitely a hard task to dump that ball down low and create a scoring drive. So I'm sure that's what Coach Petty's telling the girls right now, is to execute your passes and create the scoring opportunities, which are desperately needed now as Holly Springs is kind of pulling away.
You know, and Middle Creek has always played smart. What I think they really need to do now is watch out for those steals. Like I said before, there have been a plethora of steals, so they really need to watch out for that and really need to watch out for those passes.
Latham takes a 3, no good. Leslie with a long pass to McLean. She puts up a shot, and it's good. Betsy Dorr with a runner, blocked out of bounds by Leslie. Latham tries another 3, no good. As now Middle Creek is just kind of jacking up desperation shots. Jordan inbounds to Leslie. She was heavily guarded by Doran Latham. She pulls up for a mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Shaw. She looks to run the fast break. She kicks it out to Latham, who takes another 3, no good. Rebounded by Shaw. Behind the back, takes her own 3, no good. Rebounded by Latham. She goes up. She's fouled and cannot get the bucket to go. But still a great rebound from her and putting it back up for an opportunity to get that and one. Latham's first shot trickles in, cutting the lead for Holly Springs to 10. Second shot is good. Saved by McLean. As she puts up a shot, no good. And a loose ball foul is going to be called on Howard for the Hawks. And Holly Springs is going to take a timeout now. So yeah, Middle Creek is looking to come back now.
A lot of desperation shots, you know.
Yeah, we saw how many was it? 2 or 3 threes put up by Courtney, and you know, she couldn't get those to go, but she's definitely putting in the efforts on the rebounds, getting in there, getting the rebounds, and putting up second chance opportunities. So in this timeout, what do you think Coach Petty's telling his girls?
Well, I think that before, you know, those desperation shots, he probably thought those were going to work a little bit, but unfortunately they did not. So he's probably going to, you know, tell the team that they need to slow down and really get in there under the net, get around Holly Springs defense, and just, you know, make good shots, ones that can count.
And most teams in the later parts of the game think that you have to jack up threes, you know, take the desperation shots, but really, if you do, like you said, work down low and get the shots underneath, it'll all play out in the long run of the game. Because it's 9 points separating both teams with Holly Springs ahead, but you know, that's four or 5 easy shots down low, and you're right back into this game, assuming that Middle Creek plays good defense on the other end. So let's see what Coach Petty drew up for the offense to run, as Jasmine Shaw with a good screen for Betsy Dorr. Gets it to Latham in the corner. Pass tipped by Jordan. Latham in the corner, gets it down low. Pass cannot be handled by Sydney Smith. As they were trying to get down low for some points, just the pass couldn't be handled. And a loose ball, jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow, points to the Mustangs. So great defense by Jasmine Shaw, causing the turnover, and Mary Johnson just falling on the loose ball and getting Middle Creek the ball back. Jasmine Shaw brings the ball up the floor, gets it to Betsy Dorr as she looks to develop something. Loose ball, jump ball, and possession arrow back to the Hawks. So full court press put on now by the Mustangs as they will try to deny Holly Springs the ball. And they do break the full court press. Jordan will look to take some time off as she's pestered by Shaw on the defensive end. Down to Howard with an easy layup and a timeout taken by Holly Springs as Coach Petty was trying to get his girls to foul and try to stop the clock. Now as Holly Springs pushes their lead to 11.
You know, before Coach Petty probably drew up that they really needed a lot of, 3 shots, a lot of desperation shots, and then he came back and said, let's try and get under the net. I don't really know what he's going to do now. Maybe he's got, a play up his sleeve that can help get Middle Creek back on the board.
Yeah, kind of probably a mixture of both. Now with a minute and a half left in the game, you're down by 11. It's kind of if you have the shot, take it kind of thing, where you're not so concerned about getting the points down low. You kind of just have to take what you can get as of now.
But there's been a lot of steals from Holly Springs and a lot of good defense, and there's a minute 30 seconds left in the game. They're down by 11, so it really takes a good offense to make some points get on the board now.
So Middle Creek will look to inbound in the closing minutes of the game. Jasmine Shaw is going to let the ball roll to try to conserve as much time as possible. And another Tri-9 scoring update for you. We've got the Green Hope boys varsity defeating the Imps of Cary 61-34 on their senior night. So a kind of an upsetting loss for Cary on their senior night. Can't prevailing, but Green Hope is just such a tough team to handle as they top the conference off now with that win, putting them at 15-0 in conference. So Leslie on for one more shot, which is off the mark. Rebounded by Howard. McLean's putback is no good. As Jasmine Shaw looks to push, gets it to Dorr, puts up a 3, no good. Rebounded by Pitts. She gets it back out to Johnston. Over to Dorr. Johnson with the ball back, finds Pitts wide open, but the pass is tipped out of bounds by McLean. Now with 46 seconds left, Holly Springs has a pretty commanding lead over the Mustangs.
I would say so.
As they've developed a 12-point lead. So Middle Creek will kind of just hope for the best now and pray that they can get these threes to go down. As Shink's mid-range is no good. And she's going to foul Holloway to try to conserve time. really, really with 39 seconds, it's kind of out of hand now. Fouling's probably not going to help you now. And as you see there, our Mustangs over at Holly Springs are down 50-43 in the fourth quarter. So we'll try to get you the final score here in a minute. Jasmine Shaw is going to be fouled on the fast break, putting her at the line for 2 shots. If she can knock down these 2, she can cut the lead to 10. So maybe something going. Just not sure what the final turnout will be tonight. Her first shot, nothing but net. She is gonna take on one more shot. Shot's no good. Holloway gets the ball down to McLean. And a foul's going to be called on Cesare as she tries to cut the clock. And now with 25 seconds left, lead is 11 for the Hawks. First shot by McLean is off the mark. Second shot as well is off the mark. Mustangs will have to push. Cesare drives in. Petty is absolutely livid as she was hoping for a foul. And a 10-second call. Excuse me, a timeout, I believe, is going to be called by Holly Springs, preventing the 10-second call. And you know, Coach Petty was just absolutely furious as no foul was called as Cesare was trying to get in towards the basket. I mean, I saw both refs raise their hand to call a foul, but they decided maybe it wouldn't be necessary as the game's kind of out of hand. But still, just such a hard foul not to call.
Right, and you can, and everybody could see, it was kind of like a definite foul, but what the ref says goes.
So Holly Springs will inbound the ball with 9 seconds and an 11-point lead. And Cesare's gonna foul. Only 1 second expires off the clock. And the final score of the Holly Springs Middle Creek boys game is 50-43 as Holly Springs takes down the Mustangs tonight. A very unfortunate loss by our Mustangs. Leslie's first shot is no good. McLean is going to check out of the game as she certainly racked up some points tonight. Leslie's second shot is good, and Hoops is going to check in for Leslie, as her presence was definitely appreciated by the Hawks. Shaw picks up the ball at half court, getting it to Cesare with a three, no good. And another foul by Cesare. 0.5 seconds left. So, I mean, game's pretty much over now. Not the foul wasn't necessary by Cesare. So all they needed was the ball for that free throw, as I got from the crowd. And Holloway's shot is good. So with the final buzzer of today's game, Holly Springs beats Middle Creek 45-32. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some post-game wrap-ups. And we're back after the conclusion of tonight's game. Middle Creek falls to Holly Springs with an upsetting loss on senior night. Austin, how do you feel about tonight's game?
Well, it was a close game in the first half. There was a lot of turnovers, but when we came back to the second, there were a lot of steals by Holly Springs, and that ultimately gave them the game, was their steals and their ability to put goals up.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I feel about tonight's game. The steals definitely killed Holly Springs, and as well as Middle Creek. You definitely cannot afford to have as many steals and turnovers as we saw. So we'll be right back with another broadcast on Friday, as it's senior night for the guys. You're watching the Sports Block, and we're out.